Warning: sensitive images.
Vegan, the beginning of building heaven.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Chương trình của chúng tôi cung ứng nhiều ngôn ngữ. Xin xem suprememastertv.com/schedule.
実に困った世の中になったものでございますな。政治といい、経済といい、思想といい、宗教といい、何もかも一切今日ほど行き詰まりの世の中はござりますまい。偉大なる救世主が現れて整理してくださらねば、何魔のごとき世界は到底収拾することはできますまい。
Please watch on for Prophecy of the Golden Age, Part 165, Prophecy of the True Savior by Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi, Vegetarian.
Smiling viewers, ご機嫌いかがですか? This is how your Japanese friends might ask, how are you doing in their native language. I'm Fujiwara no Iemon, an omyoji. In ancient Japan, we omyoji performed divinations as masters of yin and yang knowledge. The courteous Japanese people thank you for seeing the divine power in all of nature. Throughout the history of mankind, the divine messages are often shrouded in mystery. Prophets, messiahs, or whichever names you call them, are often persecuted and oppressed, their words obscured. But how do we distinguish the true from the false? To do so, one can only rely on the divine's guidance, and the truth will reveal itself to those who earnestly seek it. In a talk about an ancient prophecy of Mongolia, the great Japanese prophet Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi interpreted it, saying that Genghis Khan, the great king of the Mongols, would return to save the world in our present time.
また、蒙古には 黒蛇が世界中を取り巻き、獣が物言う時にジンギスカンが再臨して我が国土を救うという予言があるが、それも現代のことである。すなわち黒蛇とは鉄道のことであり、獣が物を言うのは人間がひどく堕落して獣の容器になってくることを言うたものである。
Indeed, Genghis Khan, great king of Mongolia, really has returned to the world. As we learned previously in this multi-part series on ancient predictions, our Mongolian Association members saw in their innovations that the brilliant Genghis Khan is now Supreme Master Qinghai, who has truly come in our modern time, when our continents are crisscrossed by black railroads and roads, and human society is sadly riddled by corruption.
Nancy Pelosi begged the media to help her sell the Democrats' $3.5 trillion tax and spend bill.
This bill is filled with poison, page after page after page. GOP, wake up, tell people what's in the bill.
We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Now, with poll after poll showing that the American people are tired of foreign wars, you would think that the media would press him on the fact that he's filling up his cabinet with Washington establishment war hawks. But the mainstream U.S. media has decided not to go there. Not only has the media not criticized Joe Biden's appointees, but they've actually rallied to defend them.
The world's largest exporter of beef is under scrutiny.
At least 10 people have been arrested in Brazil over a rotten meat scandal in one of the country's largest companies. Police are looking into claims that senior executives at food firm BRF paid bribes to conceal unhygienic conditions at meatpacking plants.
Samsung is South Korea's biggest company, and its vice chairman, Jae Lee, has been found guilty of bribing a former South Korean president.
What is horrible is to actually have to confront the reality that as institutions go, the Catholic Church harbours, in reality, more criminals than any other institution on the planet.
Etc.
Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi foretold that the world will be united and ruled by a divine king, namely the savior entrusted by heaven to save the world from the utter ruins of corruption, he predicted.
この世は神の国であるから、今度豊足原の瑞穂の国を一つに丸めて、一つの王で始まる仕組み。
In a prophecy dictated on July 13, 1921, Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi revealed that this divine leader of leaders would come soon after World War II.
"救世主はきっとご降臨になって世界を無事太平に収めてくださることを私は確信しています。しかし、それまでに一つ大峠が出てくるでしょう。
This prophecy was written as a narrative set in a modern background. The Great Pass was portrayed as a war between the Tokoyo no Kuni and the Island of the Rising Sun. Tokoyo no Kuni is an Asian name for the United States, literally meaning everlasting nation. The prophecy refers to the conflict between the United States and Japan, respectively, as part of World War II, which broke out in 1941, 20 years after the prophecy was made. Soon after the war ended in 1945, in May of 1950, Supreme Master Ching Hai appeared in the world in the body of a young girl. She has dedicated her life to creating a safe and a peaceful world for all living beings, including humans and animals.
etc.
In the same prophecy, Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi also revealed that the power that would unify the world was not the United States, the superpower that had won the war at that time. Instead, humanity would be united by the great power of the Savior, who invisibly supports the major powers of the world.
将来の国家を永遠に統御すべき人種は決して常世の国人ではなかろうと思います。私は先申しました二大勢力よりももう一つ奥に大勢力が潜み、最後の世界を統一するものと神事によって確信しております。
I knew many presidents, world leaders. In this lifetime, they are world leaders. But in former times, we were friends, knowing each other. Some of them incarnate in this lifetime on purpose, so we can kind of work together for world peace.
Wow. We believe that Supreme Master Ching Hai holds the power foretold to unite the world in harmony. For decades, she has silently been using her spiritual power to support the leaders of the world in making peace, not only in Japan and the United States. Therefore, many devastating wars have been minimized or even prevented altogether. Some of these include the avoidance of a Third World War stemming from the Kosovo War around 1999.
World War won't happen if we meditate more, we pray more, if we know God more. As I am talking to you now, I'm also talking to the souls in Yugoslavia and other nations who are still trying to solve conflict by violent means. And that's the reason why I'm in Europe this time, and I'm making a tour around Europe, wishing to bring this message into the souls of these brothers and sisters.
The deterrence of a nuclear holocaust on the Korean Peninsula in 2013 and again around 2018.
I truly can't describe how I felt, and I'm still feeling about peace in Korea. Peace in Korea has been in my heart for a long time. I just feel like I'm Korean somehow because I've been praying for your country and I've been meditating for it. I mean, intensively.
We also believe that Master hastened the recent ceasefire ending the 2021 Israel-Palestine crisis through her invisible work as well as her urgent messages conveyed on Supreme Master television.
And I thought nobody dare speak anything for the Palestinians, so I risked my neck. I thought I have to say it, no matter what. Yeah, but I couldn't care less. You know, the truth has to be told, and justice has to be upheld. And so I'm so happy now. Many days now, I'm happy since the peace news has reached the world, and we also knew about it. I was told, you know, by one of your brothers that the peace news happened almost immediately, just a few hours after we put out the first flying news. We are happy that we contributed something, yeah. Yeah, but it cannot be just coincidence, because everybody changed also. Right.
Etc. Seishi Onisaburo Deguchi also said that the Savior would appear to sort matters out and rebuild the world which has fallen into chaos in every aspect of civilization.
実に困った世の中になったものでございますな。政治といい、経済といい、思想といい、宗教といい、何もかも一切今日ほど行き詰まりの世の中はござりますまい。偉大なる救世主が現れて整理してくださらねば、何魔のごとき世界は到底収拾することはできますまい。
هون حام شديد الحمانان حامية نارا تلوى شديد الحمان حتى صوعك من هنا تيما ميها تطرح فيها تلحق باللبان
etc.
In recent months, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been speaking out frequently about various issues in our world, touching on domestic and international politics, economics, religion, women's rights, abortion, border policies, and so on. From a narrow lens, such matters might appear to concern only certain interest groups. However, from a broader viewpoint, it becomes rapidly clear that if wrongs are left uncorrected or unaddressed, there would be enormously harmful, even irreversible humanitarian and even spiritual consequences. Hence, unless the great Savior appears and sorts things out, the world will never be able to recover from its disorder, not to mention reaching the golden age.
I'm not sorry to tell the truth, even though I offend the big power. What's the use of my life if I cannot tell the truth? To perhaps awaken some people, at least, or show them the reality, the logic behind all the events in this world, as much as I can when I'm still alive.
Yes, Master.
I don't want to meddle in politics. I never liked politics, but this is not about politics. It's about humanity.
Yeah.
It's about peace in the world. It's about the suffering of humans and animals everywhere.
I'm not pro-Democrat. I'm not pro-Republican. I'm pro-nobody.
Understand.
Only the one who is good for his country, his people, his world. His world is my world too. You see?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. And his state is my state too. His country is also my country. Because whatever affects one state affects the whole country. Whatever affects the country affects the whole world. You see that?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not here for any political motivation, agenda, nada, nothing. I'm not for any political agenda or any personal gain. That's why I just support whoever is good for the country and for the world. Because that is in my heart, that everyone should be satisfied in their country, in the world, and have peace, prosperity, happiness.
Yes.
Therefore, I support anyone who does that.
This is not just politics as usual. It is humanity at stake.
Yes.
It's peace at stake.
Right.
It's the whole American society in danger. And Afghanistan also in danger. Many people involved or bystanders also. And the international community will also be affected.
Yes, Master.
I have to say something when I know it's truth. And I believe in everything I said. I believe everything heaven told me also in confirmation.
Yes, Master.
Okay, my love. All
Hope
right.
people will listen and
I hope so.
Yes, should listen.
If they don't, at least for my conscience, I have to speak for those who cannot speak. Like the women, the girls in Afghanistan and some other Muslim countries.
Right.
They cannot speak for themselves. I have to speak for them, no matter what.
Yeah, I understand.
Whether it's safe or not, I have to.
Understand.
I have to speak for them and speak the truth, only the truth. Nothing but the truth.
Yes.
I can swear on any Bible that I spoke and speak and will speak the truth, always.
Yes, Master.
Especially when it's concerning others' safety, dignity, and the human's right to live a normal, decent, peaceful life.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Brilliant viewers, thank you for watching our show today. Please tune in again next week for more must-see Japanese prophecies about the true Savior's work to rescue our world. Coming up is Su Nakasatian, Thailand's heroic conservationist, part 1 of 3, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May heaven's love shower upon your soul. I know where animal flesh comes from. I don't want to harm my friends. Fiona Oakes, vegan.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AP